Hey guys, welcome back again. So today we're just going to make a quick lesson on setting alerts in Tradeview. These are particularly important if you're busy and you can't sit here and watch the screen all the time. You can have alerts set that will alert you by email or by phone based on whatever condition that you want to have your alert set at. So when you get that alert, you can make a decision whether if you want to open the position, close the position, what have you. So let's check it out. So there's two ways to set the alert, and they both function the same way. So the first one is up here on our template, on our settings bar. There's this alert button right here, and it also says Alt-A under it, so just a quick hotkey to set an alert. So you can click it, and it'll bring up your alert dialog box for you to set the alert. Or you can come over here to the right side of your chart of your screen, and we mentioned this in the very first video on navigating Tradeview, but there's also this little clock right here, and this clock is identified by an alert or an alarm, like it was an alarm clock. So you can click it as well, and it'll bring up this dialog box here. So this is where you can manage your alerts. So this top box here will show you what alerts you have set, and this alert log will show you and tell you what alerts were triggered that you do have set. And we'll get to an example of that in a minute. So let's go ahead and set an alert. Let's bring up that box. Again, I like this better, that way I can see all of my alerts that I have set. And you can set your alerts for any chart on any time frame, any coin, and you can have multiple alerts set for the same chart or different charts, so you can get multiple alerts, especially for an altcoin trader. You can have an alert set for, I don't know, waves. Waves is, you had an alert set for it. And I can also have an alert set for VeChain and another one set for REN, for example. So you can have multiple alerts set for multiple coins and on multiple time frames. All right, so let's set one. Let's create an alert here. Okay, so when you push this plus sign button up here that says set an alert, or you can do Alt-A for the hotkey, you get this pop-up box here. So the condition here, I usually just leave this as just whatever price that I'm looking at. Now there are some indicators that are listed here, and these indicators will reflect what indicators you have open. So I'm going to leave that as Bitcoin, or the chart rather. And then you have some other options here. So you have crossing, crossing up, crossing down, and these are pretty well quite explanatory what they mean here. So if I wanted to set, I don't know, I want to set an alert for Bitcoin greater than, and the value here, and again, it also lists the indicators, but I want to leave it at the value. And I want to say, I want to set an alert to send me an alert greater than $10,320. So if we look at the chart price here, it's $10,308. So if this is the price that I want to have my alert set based on these conditions that I set, it'll create my alert at $10,320, and it will alert me when the value is greater than the price that I have set. Okay. So then you have some options here. Only once. This alert will trigger only once and will not be repeated. Or this will trigger every time the condition is met, but not more than once per minute. So that means that this will send you an alert every time that the price goes above $10,320 or whatever price it is that you have set here. Expiration time, open-ended, means it never ends. You can click this off, and you can set an expiration date. So if I want to come in here and I want to say, let's have this alert set or good just for this week, and I want to, let's just say at midnight right here. Okay, so I want this alert to be good up until Saturday at midnight. or I'm sorry, 000, this is military time. So 00, well, I guess that still applies. Yeah. Okay, so what this means is when the date and the time that you set for your expiration date, it'll automatically delete your alert that will be published here. Okay, or you can have it open-ended, means it doesn't auto cancel. It'll close out when you cancel it. So let's just leave it open just for now. So alert actions. So what this means is, how do you want to be notified? You can notify an app, a show pop-up. So if you're if you're logged on to Tradeview and you're looking at, I'm going to move this over here. So if you're on Tradeview and you're just trading, you're just charting, you're not paying attention to the coin that you set the alert on, it'll show you, will pop up on whatever screen that you're on. So let's say that I set this alert on VeChain. And I'm sitting here looking at Bitcoin chart. I don't have the VeChain chart open. And let's say that my conditions that I had set for VeChain trigger my alarm, and I'm looking at a Bitcoin chart. It will pop up. It'll show a little pop-up right here in the middle of my screen that, hey, your alarm is being triggered. So that's what this show pop-up means. You can also have send an email. So it'll send an email of the alert, and of course most people have their emails going to their phone also, so you can also get your notification to your phone. Or we have some other options here. Well, you can also right here, there is that option if you don't automatically have that default setting on your phone to where you get a notification of an email sent to your phone. It'll send email to SMS. And then you just put that in, and in your Tradeview profile, up here in your profile settings and whatnot, you should have your phone number set in there somewhere, and this is the alert that'll send it to your phone. So you get a text message basically. Okay, and this here, you can have different, I don't know, I guess alert sounds, so to speak, that'll pop up on your Tradeview chart when your alert happens. Handbell, beep beep, alarm clock, whatever. And how many times you'd like to have that alarm go off. Okay, so right down here is your message. So this is, you can delete this and type in whatever it is that you want. Whatever you want your alert to show up on your phone or the pop-up box right here to say. So in this case, it defaulted to BTC USD, so it's saying Bitcoin against US dollar greater than $10,320. So this is what's going to show up on my alert, and it's basically telling me, okay, that the price of Bitcoin is crossing or is greater than $10,320. Okay, so let's just create that. I have to zoom in pretty tight here. Okay, so our price currently is 10,306, and you can see right here is my alert, and you can hover your mouse over the dash line and it'll pop up what your alert says. Okay, so that is my alert. Now if you right click on it, you can edit, you can stop it, delete it, or extend the alert lines, which is already by default. And then if you look over here on the right side of your screen under Manage Alerts, it'll show you, okay, this is the alert that I set. And you can have all of the same options. You can edit it, delete it, stop it, and whatnot. Okay, so let's create another one. Let's go down to 5-hour time frame just for giggles here. And I want to set another alert. Okay, so we set alert. Let's say, rather than value, let's do phalanx. Let's do my custom-made indicator just for giggles here. Okay. All right. So crossing, that's fine. Doesn't matter. And then these are the signals that I have within the phalanx indicator. Let's say I want to set an alert for buy. Okay, so what that means is this green dot here for my particular indicator, it means that every time this green dot shows up, I'm setting an alert to send me a notification every time that there is a green dot. or a buy signal in this case. Okay, so my options, I can have it send me that alert only once per bar, meaning one time per candle that this condition is met. Okay, once per bar close, which is just at the candle close. And then I can also have it set to once per minute until I can get to the chart and make something happen. Okay, expiration time is the same. These options are the same. Now my message here, I'm going to change this to, let's say, phalanx buy signal on 5H. So basically, this is what's going to pop up either on my screen or I'm going to get a text message from. And so when I see this notification on my phone, it's going to say Bitcoin US dollar phalanx buy signal on the 5 hours. So what that is going to do is it's going to tell me that my indicator created a buy signal on this particular time frame. So I'm going to create that. Okay, and here it is. Oop, nope, sorry, it's the top one, it's the new one. So your new alerts set go on the top. So if I want to edit this, and let's just take out the BTUSD just so I can see it a little bit better and be able to differentiate which alert it is. So let's take that out and let's just leave phalanx buy signal on the 5 hour. Okay, well it didn't change it here, but I can see it here in the description. You can see up in the description, right here it says phalanx. Okay, so now I'm just going to get an alert every time that this green dot shows up on this particular time frame. Now I can have another one set as well. Let's do phalanx again, and I want to set one for the sale. And we'll call this one phalanx sell on 5H. I'll leave all these settings the same. Okay, and you see that it popped up on the top here. So now I'm creating multiple alerts here. So now it's going to tell me whether I probably should have lowered this 1320 to like 1310, 310 or something. So we can get this pop up and see what happens. So now I have 3 alerts set. So you can see the dash line up here. So I have an alert set that's going to tell me every time Bitcoin crosses 10,320. I have an alert set when my indicator posts a buy signal. I have an alert set to tell me when my indicator posts a sell signal. So having alerts is really helpful. Say, if I'm at dinner or something, or out with my wife or some friends or something, and I get a notification on my phone, hey, you got a buy signal on phalanx. Then I can open up my mobile exchange and I can place a buy order or a sell order or whatnot. And this of course works for alts. And you can also set in these alerts as well for basically any indicator that you have open. So in this case, these are just the ones that I have open. So I can set one for my MACD as well, and I can have it for when these lines cross. I can have it greater, so as these histograms get larger in size, I can have an alert for that, and so forth. So they're really, really handy to have alerts and to set your parameters, accordingly. So now I don't have to worry about keeping track of the price all the time. I have alerts set to tell me when something is happening. So if I'm in a position, I can make the decision whether to buy or sell. So alerts are very, very helpful, and you can set them on any time frame again. And you can also set them multiple and on any coin. You can have multiple alerts set on the same coin as well. All right, thank you.